What's up, brohams? This is ColonelTwerkins, and I'm back with some Hired Ops gameplay. The day has arrived. Let's go! Alright, brohams, we're back, and let's start with the overall screen here. We've got everything you want, everything you need, all here for us. We've got all of our stats up here as far as KD, etc. And torso, you can change camos on each of these body parts here, arms and legs as well. But when we go in here, what do we see? For those of you who are not familiar with contract wars, basically, we used to have to have microtransactions of something called gold points or GP, and you paid real cash for it, and you'd get these amount of gold points. You'd use it to buy things, open up certain skills, specific stuff, not everything, just certain things. There were premium weapons that you had to buy with that currency. But now everything seems to have switched over because they don't do microtransactions anymore, thank God. Basically now it's credits and mod points is what you use. But anyway, I'm going to try to make this as brief as possible because there is a lot of information to go over. So I'm sorry if I go too fast. Please rewind and check it out. So now you could pay 7,000 credits and buy this. Price-wise, I don't know yet. We have to kind of see. I was at 5,000 after I purchased my main primary weapon, which you see is the M4A1 there. After all of that and my skill that I bought, brought me down to, I believe it was 1,500 credits, which is not bad. So I think that the ratio is pretty good so far. But after playing like 3 or 4 matches, I was able, or rather, like 2 or 3 matches, full matches, I was able to get myself back up to 3,500. So that was pretty good for you know, that amount of playing time that I did, which wasn't a whole lot. Anyway, so this will be all stuff that you can buy here, and it seems that the customization that we're able to do is going to go to the torso, arms, and legs. You'll be able to change the difference in camos, I'm assuming. You know, you can decide you want the camo up top, you want it down bottom, whatever, you know, it's kind of up to you at this point. When you start the game originally, you do get a secondary already installed, which is, or equipped rather, which is your Beretta 9.2. And we can take a look at the customization window here. Of course, same as Contract Wars for those of you who are familiar with it. And middle mouse button, scroll, makes it bigger, smaller. Down here, muzzle device, sight mod, tactical device, and ammo type. Here is the mod effect, or the stats and what the mod does to affect those. Your meta levels are here, pretty much standard stuff for Contract Wars users. Then we've got inventory, and it breaks it down into categories, and it'll show you all the devices there, okay, as opposed to the way it used to be where you scroll through all of the meta levels, and you know, you have to kind of pick everything according to that. But just helps to make it a whole lot easier. Now for the weapon task screen, here is your first weapon task for this gun, which is make 10 kills. Really simple. You can do this in probably a match. Then the next one is make 15 headshots. But each of these pays a certain amount of mod points, right? And that's what allows you to get the different pieces here in the meta levels. So no GP so far, boys, and that is awesome. Okay, shout out to Grizzly Hazard for getting me saying boys a lot when I don't say that all the time. I say brohams. Anyway, this is so beautiful. I could spend hours talking about how beautiful, not the gun necessarily, but the layout. I'm a designer by trade, nature, so just seeing this type of stuff, I love it. The chunkiness, the shapes, the nice little negative space here, just everything breathes well. I really like it. I'm not too sure necessarily about the color scheme. I kind of you know, they go together, yes, but I don't know. But I can definitely say this, it's way more colorful than Contract Wars originally was. So now let's go ahead, and if you had put mods, you would click save there. Then we go back here, okay, and we're going to look at the primary weapon, which is the M4A1. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful? Okay, so same thing here, no real difference, but each item here, when it's installed, it tells you what it does for your for the mod effect, right? Brings up +2 in accuracy, brings you down 3 points in what is that, recoil, and then your mobility is down 3, which I think is a negative effect, and then negatively affecting your shot sound. Okay, now if we look over here, I've already completed my first weapon task. And would you believe it, the first weapon task is only make 10 kills, and that is amazing. For those of you who have played Contract Wars, you will definitely know that before it's more, definitely more than that. I believe it's long shots for this one. But the thing is you know, I don't see like that there's a whole bunch of different ones that you have to do to unlock all of these different meta levels, which is pretty cool so far. We'll see how it all works. So now we're gonna go ahead and add the collimator. This is the KP-SR2. Okay. Now, if you take it off, you will see that our base accuracy is 86, right? And then the I think it's the shot sound that also gets affected. No, I'm sorry, that's for the sight. My bad. But your mobility goes down, so you're a little slower. Then we're going to add the rails, the Picatinny rails here, guard rails, whatever, rail covers, sorry. Now without those, your mobility is 47, with it's 45, and your recoil actually goes down 4. Okay, then you've got your suppressor here. This is the SWR Spectre silencer, and without it, I'm just going to take that off. It doesn't really do a whole lot for your accuracy, but for your shot sound and your distance goes down. Shot sound is, of course, lower now, so you won't be heard as easily, and then your mobility is also affected. You are a little slower, more weight on your gun, and so you can choose to install there. There's the button. You can just do it easy. I think that's better because I can just hover over it and install and look and switch back and forth and see what it looks like. But then when we go to inventory screen, of course, these items are now in there. Okay, so that's pretty much a brief overview of customization here. I'm going to go ahead and click save. I'm going to go back. Now we're going to go to weapon shop. This is where you would purchase all weapons. Previously, we did have in Contract Wars, for those who have played, and even those who haven't, we had a tier system for weapons. And when you wanted to go to the next tier, like you could buy out the tiers, but previously you had to have gold points, which was the microtransaction. You exchange cash and you get your gold points. But now when you click this, you have to have the credits. And I don't see any option so far for you to buy it. They said there will not be any microtransactions. So you're basically going to have to earn your way to tier 2. But here, these are the basic weapons in tier 1, but these are all the weapons that it says that are available. But of course, we haven't unlocked enough to see them, or else we would. But these are supposed to be the spec weapons. Excuse me. That's where you would see spec weapons at. But if you come here, this up here is like for snipers, carbines, LMGs, assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, and pistols, right? And we can turn all of them on. This is our filtering system, which is great because you can. This is absolutely an essential item, I think, to have for the game, so that you can filter out the things you want and don't want. and show what's available in those categories for you to purchase. Now here's a gun that's going to require mod points to purchase. This is what I guess you would call a premium weapon. So this one, you would be doing your, like you would be getting kills and getting mod points along the way, right? And doing different things, doubles, triples, etc. And this will increase. So then you can choose whether you want to purchase mods or you want to use it to purchase this gun. As far as logically, that's the only thing I can see. Okay, so these are the items in that area. That's the only SMG available currently on this tier, and then the shotgun MP133, and then the 9.2, which is granted to you immediately. For those of you wondering about the guns that were supposed to be given to us, for those of you who have fulfilled all of your referral links, currently I don't see that here. See, spec, it showed it before. It showed it. Let's see. It did show them before, and I don't know why it's not now. But there were the spec weapons were there. I think they're probably still working on that, so we'll get back to that. Contracts, rating, all of that's not available currently. I think they're doing mainly a stress testing for the game right now, just to kind of see how the servers handle everything. Now, loadout customization, you got USEC. You can click this button to go to Bear. Essentially what you're doing is, since you will spawn, you can choose a team, or you will be spawned in either USEC or Bear. You can look at each character and see excuse me, you can look at each character and see what your loadout will be depending and how it's going to look, etc. And then of course you can just switch to them like you would normally. Takes you back to the main screen, which I kind of think that it should take you back to the loadout customization, so that might be something you need to work on. But you can pay here to open up additional slots. Since they're using credits, it's cheaper. Not cheaper, sorry. More expensive with using credits than it is with using GP, although GP costs you real money. But I mean, normally you'd pay like 25 for the first slot, I think, and then it was 50 GP at each additional slot, and you had up to the same amount of slots. But here it's credits, so that's better. I mean, you just earn it, and then you can change, have your different loadouts of different weapons that you can switch to whenever you want to. It's pretty much standard like it was in Contract Wars. Okay, you can also come up here and you can edit the current loadout and say what weapons it is. You can give it a certain name: Big Papa, Big Daddy, Big Broham, whatever you want. It's up to you. Okay, and I'm assuming that you can also do this, the character look for each loadout as well, because they did have that option in Contract Wars. I don't see why they wouldn't do it here. Career progress, all of your little stats, you know, that are important to people and things you've acquired. I have one skill point available currently. I guess I earned that. And then here, this is the skill point, or, you know, combat skill screen where you would use your skill points. So I have two of them. I had one free when I first started. So now I can actually add something. I can add armor here, armor points. People, I think, may have gotten it wrong. I think I heard someone saying about armor not being in here. Now, rented armor, I don't see that happening right now. I don't think they are going to have that either, but you can still pick from these different skills. A lot of them are the same, but in this case we have sprint training, sort of like there is a skill I think that's similar to this in Contract Wars, but we didn't have sprint. So now that we do, this is definitely going to add, it's going to make it worth it, you know what I mean? So the one I have right now is minus 15% recoil while aiming. Basic training for fast reload, so plus 8 reload speed, minus, I guess it's supposed to say 15%. Let's go ahead and take a picture of that so we can show that to them. Recoil of any mod. Increased movement speed. Okay, we got the Kevlar. Minus 8% recoil of pistol. So, I think I want this because, well, I don't have enough yet, so I can't really get it. But I'm gonna get this one next because I have mods on there, and I wanna right away be able to have some mod rebalancing, which is not a skill that I think you could. I think in Gunsmith you could get this, but I don't think it was one of the first ones you could get, or at least it wasn't that much of a reduction in recoil. So we'll all see. Right now, specialization operator, I don't think they have the classes available right now in early access. So we're just pretty much testing. That's pretty much what we're doing. So, okay. So now that we've looked at combat skills, we looked at career progress, loadout customization, weapon shop, and home, back to where we are. So let's go ahead and get started with a match. Let's go ahead and start operation now. Here we are to the different game modes. Currently, this is the game modes that we have available to us. That's pretty much it. You can get into any game mode. It's absolutely random, which we did not have. Well, yes, you did kind of have that before, but a lot of people didn't use it. They used the map browser, server browser, all that. Classic gameplay mode, deathmatch. For newcomers and everybody who wants the fast-paced combat with a lot of shooting, explosions, and long kill series. You just need to kill everybody on sight. So this one, which is team elimination. This is usually my most favorite mode. Take a role of a powerful VIP armed with grenade launcher and machine gun. The goal is simple: protect VIP or kill him, depending on whom he is with. If you are the lucky one, survive and show them no mercy. Now, I tried playing this and I did not see the option for, or I did not get the grenade launcher. I don't know. Maybe it was a button I was supposed to push. You know, don't know. But actually, let's do real quick. Let's go into the options. Here's your display resolutions. Okay, so you got a good huge amount of options there. Overall graphic settings go all the way to ultra. I got everything shot up there. Then you've got low, medium, high. So this will be good. Even those who have lower spec PCs should be able to play this. As you'll see in the gameplay, it's pretty good, and I think even at low settings, I'm going to probably do a video showing you what it looks like. Maybe that'll be my next video. You guys let me know in the comments. Also, windowed mode, VSync here. Audio, it's all pretty standard. I got this pretty low for the purposes of recording, though I do keep my sound effects up, my radio volume down, and music volume down. Controls. So now here's all of the options that you have. I guess you can click on it and you can change the button. You can change whatever, your keys that are bound. And then, let's see here, crouch. We do have peeking available, so we have lean left and right here. Walk, which is left alt, which I did not get to try that. Walk, I guess, is, I wonder if that's the, what we used in Contract Wars before, which was shift. We didn't have sprint. So shifting allowed us to sort of, get more of a focus when we shoot, and makes our recoil go down a little bit. Then we have sprint, left shift, space jump, of course, as normal. Grenade, knife, all the same as it was, V and G. And then now we have flashlights and laser, L and K, and that's for the night maps. Or if you have a gun with a laser sight on it, or AdPEC 15 recoil device or stabilization device. Now toggle mouse 2, I don't know what that's for. Burst is Z, so that's basically your fire mode, so you can switch. Reload R, same thing. Fire, none, because it's already on your left click. Auxiliary aim, if you have, you can put combinations now with your, like a scope and a sight, so you could do your aim button and hit the left control button at the same time, and it'll switch. between the two devices. Sonar, mortar, and bunker buster are here. Have not gotten a chance to try bunker buster yet. Interaction, I'm assuming we're going to get to maybe, well, I know on the target designation you have to be able to interact with the device to set it down or to deactivate it. The bomb, whatever you want to call it, bomb planet, or it's actually a device that brings in a strike over the area. But I think maybe we'll be able to open doors and close them with this too, maybe? I don't know. Clan special, whatever that is, I'm assuming it's some sort of special skill that you get, a clan skill. B, it was like if I was mostly assault, so I would get thermal vision, so I would hit B for that, but don't know what that's going to be now. Hide interface, I think that's awesome. You can pretty much not have an interface, you know, and you can just do it straight hardcore. Choose team is M as it was in Contract Wars. Stats tab is the same. Team, you have to press the letter and then press enter, I think. I don't know why, but it seems to be working that way. Maybe they'll change it, fix it, or whatever. Radio X. So we have the radio that we can use. That is basically before we had Q, which I think I would rather have it on Q, honestly. That was so we could talk to, like we would say little messages and stuff. So far it's on X. I don't see anything that's on Q. So I think I'm going to go ahead and change that to Q. Oh, lean left is Q. Okay, my fault. So, right, I guess we'll just make it X for right now. Then NV, that's your night vision device, is using N. Here is the tracking mouse sensitivity, aiming mouse. I'm not quite sure yet. I've played a few matches, so I think I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Oh, I guess you can't. Can you not adjust it? Well, don't know how that works. It's not adjusting. So we're gonna just bring these down, see if that does anything. Inverted mouse access, you know about all that. Hold to aim, hold to walk, sprint, etc. So it's pretty much up to you what you want to do there. Mouse smooth, mouse acceleration. I don't want any of that. I don't know about mouse smooth. I haven't tried that. I'm just gonna put it on and see what happens. Okay. With all these settings, let's go ahead and save. I know you guys are waiting to see a match. So now that we've got that all saved, I'm going to get into team elimination. And let's go ahead and select a map. Right now it says either Depot Day or Depot Night. I guess those are the only maps that are available. Norvinsk, Russia. Uh-oh, what's up with that? For those of you who have played Contract Wars, you know about that. We'll get into that at another time. So let's go. I have not played the night maps, guys. I have not played the night maps. Wow, it's dark. Oh, and you got, oh wow, so we already get one of these devices. Oh, this is so awesome. Little bit of lag. It's not that bad. I mean, for it to be first day early access, dude, this game plays freaking awesome. Now, this... Oh, that's what they're doing. Oh, shoot. That's what they tend to do. I noticed they tend to duck underneath the train. Oops. Okay, sorry about those notifications. I probably should have turned them off. Now, that's the first thing that I noticed. Obviously, I can't see. I don't know if that's just because I have... Yeah, it's some... Obviously, some of these weapons aren't going to be visible. The devices won't be visible. You're just going to have to kind of go with it. Oh, shoot, he got me. Let's see what he has to say. Why did they do this to me? At least it came out. And I had told him, I was like, dude, it's coming out soon. When you take your breaks. He's like telling me to let him know. Yeah, we both kind of figured it was going to be pretty soon.
This one's finished. Enemy VIP is on site. Cover fire. Enemy spotted.
Dude, it is so awesome. Reload just in case. Sorry guys, I got gum in my mouth this morning. I just... Dang it. One of the things I don't like so far is you can't, when you're like, I don't know, it's weird when you're, sometimes you can't see, like, I'm moving and I can't aim the sight, like, aim down sight. Okay, come around this way. Dang it, I was about to nade his butt. Jump up there? No. A little bit of lag, But they told us that was going to happen. I guess this guy didn't see me. Whoa, buddy. Got him, coach. Yep, lag. Dang it! I was trying to pull out the sonar so I could... Okay, they're all right there. Dang it. Okay, gotta apply my same tactics I normally do. Oh, too late for that. I would say that the some things in the game now are kind of like my eye's not drawn to the amount of kills in the game to like where the round's gonna end, where the match is gonna end. Timing and all that, I'm just not seeing it. Like it's not, my eyes are not just drawn to that right away. Yeah, I think the hit detection is a little off. I would definitely say that. Or it could just be the lag because I know it is a little laggy for me. I mean, obviously people are, they're getting some good KDs, so not that that's, all there is to it, because I really don't want people to get started on that in this version of Contract Wars like they did, in the first one, the previous one. Anyway, if you guys want to become part of the Broham Nation, just hit that subscribe button. I'll be bringing you more things. So when you hit that subscribe, make sure to hit the bell icon so that notifications will hit you and you'll get it in your email as well. And if you want to follow me on social media, at ColonelTwerkins is how you do it. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. And I will see you guys in the next issue. Make sure to like, and when you like, share. It helps. It supports. Have a good one. Peace.